Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm coming to you from New York City, which it kind of doesn't look real, does it? Looks like it's a fake backdrop, but it's really, we're here, as you can see, New York City, all the peaks. We're actually staying in that hotel. That hotel right over there, that's where we're staying. Times Square Edition here for one of our elite club retreats. They said it's kind of loud out here, so I hope you're able to hear me. I hope you are. I hope you are. But this is day five behind the scenes. Technically for me it's like day 8, but for you it's day 5 because I'm not doing these on weekends. I'm only doing these on the weekdays, and so every week you're gonna get a little jump. A little 1-2 skip to my loo. You're gonna get a little jump over on your side where you get sped up, which is cool, right? Because we got to live through each day, but you get to fast forward a couple days. So we are documenting behind the scenes as we build a brand new car dealership in Lexington, Kentucky. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8. I'm also the former general manager at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky. And I'm also the founder of the 800% Elite Automotive Club. I am also an author of a book called The Legacy Titles. I am also the author of a book called The Morning 5. And I am also the founder of Breakfast with Champions. I'm also the host of a show that we just wrapped up called #Rise and Grind, daily morning show. And so now the newest thing is owner of a car dealership called 800% Elite Auto Sales. And this car dealership is going to be one that is unlike anything anybody's ever seen in the automotive space, or a lot of industries actually. And so what we thought we would do is we will document behind the scenes as we're putting every step together, because we're building this thing from scratch. So we are going to document step by step the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the questions, the things we got to figure out, the things we didn't know or understand. We're going to document all of those things right here along the way. My hope is that by following along in our journey, A, you'll be inspired to take your own journey. B, if there's anything that we can learn along the way, any mistakes that we can make, if there's any bruises that we can get that will keep you from getting those same bruises or making those same mistakes, then that to me is of absolute value. So that's what we're doing. Sometimes we'll be here in Times Square in New York. Sometimes I'll be in my truck driving. Sometimes I'll be in my studio. Sometimes we might be on the jet. Sometimes we might be in random different cities all over the place. Sometimes you might get a video at night. Sometimes you might get a video during the day. You never know. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to make sure to get notifications so you don't miss any days along the way. It's going to be fun and entertaining. So here we are in New York City. And this morning I already had to go out. So I haven't been feeling very well. I've been fighting something for months, and as you can hear, my voice is still messed up. And then it went from just being a voice thing to not feeling well at all yesterday. And so I went to, oh, that's much quieter. And so I went to the doctor. Look at this. I had him call me in a script here in New York City. Like, dude, seven prescriptions. 7 prescriptions because I have to get through the next couple days. Like I can't shut it down. We're here in New York with a bunch of clients, a bunch of my 800% Club clients. We've got a 3-day retreat that starts tonight. I've got 3 of my kids here. I've got like 80 guests here. And what we can't do is shut down. Like that's like I cannot shut down. Period. Point blank. I cannot. And so my doctor is kind enough. He ran some tests and got me the stuff that I need. So this morning, hopefully I can knock some of this out and feel a little bit better for the next couple days. But we're here in New York City. We're getting ready to, there's a guy named Brian Benstock who's going to be one of our speakers. We also have some other incredible speakers from all over the land that are going to be pouring into our dealers. This is the Energy Matters Summit. So we chose to do it here in New York City because there's no place with more energy than New York City, right? So we do these retreats every 4 months. We do them in different locations. But this one I'm really excited about. It's got a lot of energy. We're also launching a couple new products, and we're also deep diving into this new dealership that we bought. So updates on the dealership. This is a big update right here. So updates on the dealership. First update right out the gate is we got the keys. We got the keys. We got the keys. Yes. Can you believe it? We got the keys. It's so surreal. Like opening this dealership thing, it was kind of crazy how it all happened, how it just kind of all came together in a super fast way, unexpected. I was sitting, coming home from church, saw an empty lot, made a phone call, and fast forward, it's been like 5 weeks and we own a dealership, which is crazy. Like absolutely crazy. But yesterday we were able to actually get the keys. So we got the keys, we went and looked in the building itself. We've been looking at things on the outside and kind of pacing out what we were gonna do. But now we had the ability to get inside the building. And James was there with me. He's gonna be handling the service side of things. And Zach Banks was there with me. Zach Banks is gonna be our GM at the store. And so we got the keys, which was a very exciting moment. It was kind of surreal, and at the same time, it was kind of like, I wasn't feeling good, and I was getting ready to leave, so we didn't really get to like celebrate it, if that makes sense. But we got the keys, we went in, we noticed there were some ceiling tiles that had fallen through. There's some leaks in the ceiling. Ultimately, the air conditioning units are busted, both of them. And so we have to replace air conditioning units right out the gate, which is gonna be like $30,000 for air conditioning units. The previous owner had pulled some different stuff out that we thought was gonna get left behind, so we're gonna have to buy a key machine. We're gonna have to buy a key machine, and we gotta buy some lifts for the service department. We also have to get an alignment rack and a tire rack. So we're gonna probably spend another $40,000 on that stuff. So we're gonna be like 70 grand in on that. And then we have to seal the parking lot because the parking lot's all messed up, so we gotta get it sealed. And there's a lot of landscaping and cleanup that has to happen. And that'll be like another 10, 15 grand for that. And then we've got paint. So we are gonna paint the building black, white, and silver, our colors, 800% Elite Auto. And then we've got signs. So we've got a big banner that's gonna go across the front of the building temporarily till we get a solid state sign. And then there's another sign that will go up that we'll put a banner until we get a solid state sign on that also. And so that's probably another 20 grand, something like that. Then we've got equipment wise, so we need to get a bunch of tables and a bunch of chairs. There's no tables and chairs in there, it's just wide open. And then we have to get laptop computers for all of our employees. Also something unique and different that we're doing is every one of our employees is gonna get like Panda Dunks and 800% Club Polos and golf pants and 800% Club hats. So we gotta get everybody's sizes on that. We are in the process right now of hiring about 30 people. We have selected about half of those people. There are interviews that are happening this week. I'm not doing the interviews. Zach Banks is doing the interviews. But we're creating 30 jobs right out the gate, which is very exciting. And with that, what we're doing when it comes to hiring is we are hiring. There's a principle in my book, The Legacy Titles. It says we hire on character, not credentials. So I am not interested in people's resume from the past. All I want to know is the character of the person, because we can teach the different skill sets. As a matter of fact, guy Jesse from Savannah Bananas said something one time that was really cool. He said, I don't want to see your past resume. I want to see your future resume. Like, don't give me a resume of the last 10 years of your career. Give me a resume. What does the next 10 years of your career look like, right? Like, what is that resume? And I thought that was a phenomenal way to look at it. Is like, I want people that are hungry, people that are driven, people that have this incredible desire to be the best that they can be, to unlock their full potential, right? Like, I want people that are gonna go get it, because we're doing things a little bit different. We're running with no schedule, right? So no schedule, 2 policies in place: act in the best interest of the company at all times, and adequate performers will be asked to take their talents elsewhere. So what that means is everybody's got to act like adults, and everybody's got to perform at the highest level. So people say, well, how do you do that without a schedule? Well, last time I checked, most owners of businesses don't have a schedule. They don't have anybody there saying, oh, you're late. Oh, you have to be here at this time. Oh, you have to eat lunch at this time. Like, most owners, name one owner you know that has a schedule, you know, of when they have to be to work. No, they just show up and they get the work done. They know what they need to do to get the work done, and they act like adults. And so that's how we're going to operate our organization. I'm not telling people when to be at work, when not to be at work. I'm not telling people when they can go to lunch, when they can't go to lunch. I'm not telling people when they can take a day off or not take a day off. I'm not telling anybody anything. I expect everybody to act like adults. Act like you freaking own the place, and always act in the best interest of the company, right? So when it comes to the hiring process, you know, people come throwing resumes at us. We're like, dude, get the resume out of here. Who are you? Who's your character? What do you stand for? What value can you add? Why do you want to be a part of this organization? That's where we're at. So we're in the hiring process. Like I said, we got about half the people hired. We got about 15 more people to hire. When we went into our service department, it was a little bit bigger. Now that we have the keys, it was a little bit bigger than we thought. So James is making connections for detail, cleanup, photo booth, lifts, oil, right? You gotta have a connection for oil, parts, air filters, tires, all of those things. So he's going out this week and building those relationships and setting up all of those accounts so that we're able to service these vehicles that we're gonna have in inventory. So out the gate, we have no intention of servicing customer cars. We're only gonna service inventoried units. So basically, we go buy a car from auction, off the street, whatever. You know, we go buy a car and then...
Hello, New York City.
Oh, look at this guy.
I just want to give glory to the Most High God. He's a good God, an amazing God. He is worthy to be praised. Each and every single time you get up is a chance to go after your destiny. You see, when you give your life to Christ, you have a chance to change your life.
You hear this guy?
He gives you a new mind, a new heart, a new spirit. You may be ignoring me, but I know you're listening. You have the chance to change your reality. To make a positive impact in this world.
All
Where
right.
trials and tribulations come,
Go Jesus, right?
it's a chance to build strength, courage,
All right, I'm gonna have to
to keep
move
fighting on.
because Homo is doing his thing.
And
God
today's
bless, brother.
society, we tend to throw in the towel when things don't go right.
So,
Not knowing that this is a part of your
yeah, so we got to make connections and service for all those different products. Basically, when we buy a car, when we take it in on trade, or we buy a car from auction, then we have to service it, right? So we get to service it, right? So we will go through, inspect the vehicle, do whatever we got to do to it, you know, tires, whatever needs to happen, oil change, all that good stuff. And then we will list that vehicle for sale. That's called an internal ROs. So internal repair orders. That's what we'll be doing. External repair orders we won't be doing. So if you buy a car from us and then you need to service that vehicle, we are gonna have partners that you can take the vehicle to service the vehicle, but you will not bring it to us. We just don't have capacity. The service department's not big enough. We got room for maybe 4 lifts. And the amount of cars we plan on selling and pushing through there, it has to be all internal. Because we're looking at, 180, 200 units a month going through there. And so, in order to make that happen, it's going to have to be internal only. So he's setting everything up for us to be able to do that. My kids are here. I got 3 of my kids here, and they are excited to go to this place right here. Look at that. My goodness. This guy's gonna be loud over here too. I'm gonna go this way. So, anyways, internal stuff only, no external. We got to get everything set up. For the most part, at this dealership, our tagline is going to be everyday cars for everyday people. That's what we've decided. Everyday cars for everyday people. And so, the majority of the work, like most of these cars, are going to be, between $15,000 and $35,000, basically. Small SUVs, mid-sized sedans, some small trucks or whatever, a few trucks, and minivans, those types of things. But most of these cars are going to be between $15,000 and $35,000, and they're going to be low mileage, newer vehicles that aren't going to require a whole lot of maintenance or a whole lot of service. Does that make sense? So that is what we're doing. That is what we're working on. That is what we're putting together. And yeah, that's what's up. So I'm back to my hotel now. Check this thing out. I'm back to the hotel now. But those are kind of some of the updates right there. All right. So we've got some stuff. We got some investment we got to make on the front to put this all together. And that's the stage we're at now. Is like, let's get the building repaired. Let's get the building cleaned up. Let's get, we're gonna get the team out there and do like a major overhaul. We got a trash bin that we're putting out there. We're gonna get everything dumped, out of there. I want it to be fresh. I want it to be clean. I want people to be excited about it. I want the work environment to be spectacular. I think that's important. And I want people working in a dirty, clumpy old place. I'm just not interested in that. So we're gonna get the place cleaned up. We're gonna get the place painted. We're gonna get all that happening. Our Facebook page is crushing it. We're at like 1,300 followers on the Facebook page in just a couple days. Is that like that's just a weird angle. I was like, what is happening to my eyeball? Yeah, it's something about the light, but that is weird. I forgot what I was just saying. But anyways, we got to make those investments up front, get those things going, get the building painted, get the building clean. Oh, Facebook page, 1,300 followers, which is great. YouTube subs are picking up, which is awesome, over 100 subs in just a couple days. I think there's a lot of energy around this. I've already had a lot of people that are like, dude, as soon as you get cars on the ground, we're buying a car from you guys. So super excited about that. We got a lot of support from the community, and we're going to keep that up. And the idea and the strategy is to take this energy and continue to feed it, right? Like when you have attention, you want to leverage that attention to maximize your opportunity in your business. The more attention you've got, where attention goes, power, money, energy flows. So we've got some attention. We've got attention of other dealers. I'm actually dealing with a little scenario right now where one of my long-term clients messaged yesterday and said that he's not going to be able to be a member of 800% Club anymore because now we have a dealership. And technically, he considers it competition, and kind of hurt a little bit because this is somebody I've served for years and years and years and years and years. And I like to believe that I've added a lot of value to his life, and he's definitely added a lot of value into mine. But it's like, man, I believe in collaboration. I believe we rise together. I believe that there's more than enough for everyone, and that we can all grow and expand and live in abundance. So it's just hard for me to comprehend, this idea of lack or competition. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I'm walking around Times Square, dude. There's abundance everywhere, bro. It's 25 grand for 5 minutes on one of those marquees, and those marquees are all lit up 24/7. Like, there is no shortage, man. There is no shortage, but hopefully we'll be able to work it out. He's a great guy. I love him to death, so hopefully we'll be able to work it out. But anyways, that's the update. I'm gonna go take this medicine. As you can tell, I'm starting to fall apart now that I'm back inside. So I'm gonna go take this medicine, and then we'll be back tomorrow. We've got our event tonight, so tomorrow I'll make sure you get some pieces of that, the event, so you can see what that's like. Make sure you follow my stories on Instagram. You can see that too. All right, see ya.